Hello, everyone. This is Preston Ackerman with Shadowcast Radio. For this episode, we're going to have a little bit of a different format. So one of our hosts, Nathan, he got sick and he lost his voice. So we weren't able to record this week's episode. But we do have some bonus content, some pre-recorded content that we've not released yet. And so for this week, we decided that we're going to release that, the bonus content for you this week. And then in 2 weeks, we'll record our next step. And so just know it's going to follow a little bit of a different format. But nonetheless, our goal is still to point you to Jesus. Enjoy the show. You do the middle. Okay, ready? This is Shadowcast Radio. Way to switch it up there, man.
This is the pre-question. Question. It's the primer, if you will.
Okay.
So, you know how artists, you hear about like really big name artists have like unreasonable requests for when they show up to do a performance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As a Shadowcast host, if you were to make one unreasonable demand for you every week when you show up to record, what would it be?
This is a golden question.
What would it be?
That's a fantastic question.
What would your unreasonable demand be?
Oh my.
I need two things.
Okay.
I need one of those like heated foot massagers right there.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I got one.
That's a good point.
There is one.
Demands
It's not in
met.
here. We could
Okay.
make that demand.
That could happen.
That could happen.
Wow. Okay.
Got
This is
one.
good.
That was more
Next.
reasonable than
More
I thought.
reasonable.
Yeah. What else? That was easy.
My other thing is
This
just
great.
like, I don't know why this came into my mind. I want like a whole, like a 5-gallon bucket full of beef jerky.
Ooh.
Like I just,
I think some of
it's
them.
not,
That's
it's a
good.
good thing to eat
It's
while you're
legit.
recording because it's not super like crunchy, but it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
my unreasonable request would be some of those hot almonds that Nathan
Oh.
shared with us.
My request is that we don't have
Ever again.
Yeah, that was.
Well, it's meant to be unreasonable.
I
thought
love
that was a
I
good
love
idea.
hot almonds, actually.
Wasabi.
Okay. Is that your real request or is that
If I think of a more unreasonable
Okay.
one in the future, I will
all right?
say it. But pass for now.
Oh,
Man, that's a great question.
Ooh, actually,
Go
sorry.
ahead. What do you got?
I have another one. It's not totally ridiculous, but I love those Jones sodas. You guys
Oh,
ever get
those?
those?
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good
Dude,
one too.
If I could just have one of those clear creams, because their cream soda is
Yeah.
perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
those
time.
are good. Those are good.
I would
Oh,
be.
that's a good.
a happy
that's good
podcaster.
I
request.
want your unreasonable request as well.
Yeah.
Well, I could share it with
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, so I want a chair made of a purple mattress.
Yes.
That's a
Dude.
He's just
Owen, would you approve of that?
I would
you
approve of that.
You can
It
get
would probably
and-
weigh. I hear that anything purple weighs a whole ton.
It does.
they weigh
it's
unreasonable
obnoxious.
amount. I have 3 purple mattresses
That's
in my
ridiculous.
house.
I know.
It is
How much-
ridiculous.
Okay, how much does one of those weigh?
How much does it weigh?
Yeah,
350 pounds.
It's not 350 pounds. It's
It
maybe
might be.
No.
It could be.
No,
I
it's
don't-
not that much. It's
Oh.
maybe like
My phone's right here.
you could check me on this. I bet it's
What do you have? The purple 4?
Yeah, purple 4. We'll do that
Wow.
one.
Fact check.
But actually, mine was full size. So full size purple 4. It maybe is 140 pounds.
What'd you find?
150.
So
You said 350. He said 150.
it's somewhere in between.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
okay.
For a twin, what size do you have?
Full.
Full? Oh, great. It's not telling me what sizes. What? That can't be.
That's 'cause they
81
don't-
pounds?
That's because
No.
they.
No.
That's because they don't
That's
want
a
to scare
lie.
customers away because it's going
It's
to weigh
more,
so much.
I feel like it's more than 80 pounds.
it for sure is more
Yeah.
than 80
It says
pounds.
81. That's a lie.
Yeah, that's
Those
that's
liars.
just the packaging it comes in.
Yeah.
That's not the mattress.
You can
Okay,
actually
wait.
get a purple like seat cozy though.
Hey,
Put one of them on.
Okay, so I want that.
Pastor Will's
I
got
also
one.
want
Mm.
a small tray with 5 of every type of Oreo made.
Oh,
yeah. No,
That's
I would
a
weigh
bad
a million
Oreos are
pounds, so
good.
don't do that. Just the chair. I'll just take the chair.
You won't be able
chair.
to get
You
out.
just want
That's a
the
good
purple
one.
chair?
Yeah.
That's
I
a good
like
one.
that.
What do you got? Oh,
I would do if I had I would simply ask for 2 things.
simply. Okay.
Comfortable
That means
chair.
they're about to be real unreasonable.
I want when this is all that I ask. When I come in the door, I want
Oh,
a pair of slippers made from a polar bear skin.
Okay.
I think that would be
Okay.
extremely comfortable.
Wait, what's your frame of reference for that?
A polar bear
How-
skin?
How do you know?
What have you tried that has polar bear fur?
I've never heard of polar bear fur items. I
it
don't
just
think
is interesting.
so. That's
Well, I
the
imagine it.
unreasonableness.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. You just want
it
you want to
sounds
brag.
cold to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd have to be comfy.
What else?
Okay.
Yeah. Then second, when I went to Mexico, this very kind barista made me a coffee that you could that was on fire,
Ooh.
and so that would be cool.
A fire
I don't know how we did
latte?
it. Yeah,
That means there was definitely alcohol in it.
Yeah,
If it was on fire.
Definitely spicy.
I don't know what if it was
Because what
layered.
else burns?
I don't know.
Huh. Maybe it was just something on
sprayed some-
top.
Was this
like,
on the?
Sprayed some butane on there.
Because I was sitting there and he brought me a coffee. It was actually
Wow.
one of the managers of the resort. He said, "Would you like a coffee?" And I said, "Yeah." And he brought it, and it was on
And it was
fire.
on fire.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I bet you there's a
Flaming
layer. Of,
coffee.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
and it was,
I bet a layer
maybe it
sits
was
on top.
probably a good
Beans or
4 to
something
5
like
layers.
ground up beans on top or
that's
something.
possible. Well, what did it?
He didn't tell me. He went in the back and made me
Did it have
coffee.
Like, was
but it was probably 4 to 5 different colored layers.
It must have been a liquid.
Wow.
I think that would make
Yeah.
more sense because it went out suddenly, right? Or did you just take
Yeah,
sips with it?
It went out
burning
suddenly,
your lips?
but he
Yes.
yes, as
Yeah,
it's burning.
It was great.
singeing your nose hairs.
I don't know what was in it, but it
Yeah.
was. It
That's
tasted
cool.
Great.
That's cool.
If you are listening and you know what that drink was, send us a message at
Yeah.
feedback@shadowcastradio.com.
We'd love
We
to
would
Please tell
love
us.
to learn it.
We can make his unreasonable request
That's really cool.
more reasonable.
We can make it happen.
I think a couple times I just noticed. I'm like, oh, that was sharp.
Well, I think rock,
yeah.
rock kind of allows you to just kind of yell.
Do
Yell
what
it
you
out.
want.
Da-
Yeah.
There's a balance
not-
between it. Okay, let me put it this way.
All right, this is music podcast.
Sometimes
go.
artists, it sounds good when they fake a voice,
Uh-huh.
like they put on a voice to sing.
Right.
Yeah.
Other times it's way more pleasing to the ear when it's just an authentic, like it's from the heart. Like that's just
Right.
the voice they have.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels like he has a good voice, but he's putting on some other voice
Right.
to like fit the genre.
Okay.
And so it feels like inauthentic. It feels
Okay.
like,
I
wait,
could see
man,
that.
like I want you to sing with like who you really are.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so that's what came to my mind is I'm like, sounds like he's faking it. Like
Okay.
he's putting on a voice.
Yeah.
You know what gets me?
Da-da-da-da. Like just
Yeah.
kind
Maybe this is
Pushing it a
advanced
little.
music theory. I don't know. But where you can have someone that genuinely sounds kind of horrible, like Louis Armstrong, that makes it
Yeah.
Oh, his-
iconic.
Yep.
But it's so unique.
And
His
you're like,
voice
yep.
is-
What is the difference? And it actually makes it to
Mhm.
sound good, but it's not like he has a
No,
good
but it's
voice.
an authentic voice.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
but
we can
like
relate
his
to that.
pitch and stuff is good though.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's not like he's ever off key or off tune. It's just a
Yeah.
different.
Maybe that's okay.
So it's not that
It's
it's,
very-
like
yeah.
bad.
He's not-
It's just
he's not
like
off.
Very.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
It's Yeah, I wouldn't say his
I-
voice is off pitch. It's
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
very
The tone is so
it's
unique.
very tonally unique
Yeah.
or I don't
but
know.
it's just the voice he has.
It's so unique
Yeah.
though. Yeah. And it is iconic. You're right.
It's a
Now
very
like,
textured
you always
voice.
knew when it's him.
It's very throaty.
Throaty.
Did you know though that this is saying the same thing, but there's like a ton of math. You can break music down to math.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And so remember the guy that gave that talk,
That
and
was
he's like,
fascinating.
they like a bunch of mathematicians did Handel's Messiah, and they were like, the level of perfection in this, as far as like all the math of it, the mathematical genius, they're like, this is like too advanced, like it's too perfect to have been possible to be written by human inspiration, you know.
That in
think
itself
music
would be
is cool.
a really cool study.
That's
Oh, man.
The thing about
like how much do you think like he was actually thinking of mathematics when he wrote this? Maybe he was. I don't know.
Maybe,
But how much of it came just naturally?
Yeah.
Where
Right.
he
Sure.
just
Well,
Exactly.
there's an order to music, and there's an order, like that's why it sounds good, is because it follows order.
Yes. Okay.
And so I think he kind of went the reverse direction. You know, like I know this sounds really good this way, and it happens that that's also mathematically perfect.
Yeah.
right.
which is so interesting to me, because music is the area where the artistic and the analytical combine.
Come together.
Yeah, they
that's
come
cool.
together
Meeting
really
together.
well, and both are expressed in the one thing. And Lewis saw
well, same
like,
in art too.
Yeah, well, Lewis saw poetry as actually a way of almost elevated speech. It was a way of bypassing just the communication of information to directly the communication into the heart. Like it's a lofty form of speech. Singing is sort of our modern day version of that.
Yeah.
But poetry fit that space.
Yeah.
And yet poetry follows meter and pattern and rhyme.
Right.
Like it's analytical and it's elevated and artistic. It's this weird mend of the two, which I think is why it hits so many people. It really affects so many people.
Yeah.
Well, what is that called in art? Those designs in nature that
Fractals.
Fractals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
Fractals
so
are cool.
That's
The
incredible.
math fills the universe.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating. Like when there's a discovery in math, it truly is a discovery. Like it was there all along.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's never a mathematical invention.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
and
good.
that's a biblical
it's
idea,
a
too.
realization of what was already
Of what God already
in
put
the
in
first
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which God took chaos, tovu vavohu, and he placed order upon it. And so we get to see moments of this ordering when we discover the mathematical principles that undergird nature. And
So
so
would you
it's a
say
cool way of
math is an expression of God's character.
ordering character 100%.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's super cool.
100%.
So all you mathematicians,
I don't think mathematics makes sense
Legit.
apart from a biblical
keep
worldview.
doing God's work.
that's why new math is horrible,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
not logical.
It's a distortion.
It's tovu vavohu.
It is.
Yeah,
It is
it goes
chaos.
back.
It's reverting back.
It could be whatever you
Oh
want it to
man,
be.
that would be fascinating to just
Mhm.
see the world in
Mhm.
terms of math.
Mhm.
Probably would blow
I
your
bet.
mind.
I bet when we in the new heavens and new earth, we're gonna have minds that are more like sharp, and
Yeah.
minds more capable of not
tuned into
forgetting,
that,
tuned in, where we
Mhm.
will learn about these things, and we will be able to like see past the veneer and get a look behind the curtains,
Mhm.
and we will be like masters of that
Mhm.
forever.
Yeah.
Like tuning our own craft and expertise in whatever fields we enjoy.
Mhm.
Okay, let me ask you this. So I know we want to. Artists such as Beethoven, Bach, Picasso, not Picasso, Sistine Chapel, Rembrandt, were they able to process math in their brains to a higher level than most people with doing it subconsciously?
Well,
I would even argue
maybe it's an
people
intuition.
such as Michael Jordan,
Curry.
people that play hoops,
Oh yeah, they're performing math.
are
It's
but-
geometry.
are carrying out math
yeah,
at a
absolutely.
very high rate that they're not even doing it consciously.
Yep, it's an intuitive
Yeah.
math. Absolutely.
Intuitive
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Mhm.
And I think it's the same when it comes to even the composition of paintings. certain paintings will be appealing to you because it follows mathematical principles or rules.
There's the golden ratio, which is one of those parts of fractals, or it's a function. It's like 1 is to 1.618, and it's like this magical thing that happens at that ratio. So even when I'm painting something, I'm like, well, if I can fit my horizon on that ratio line, it's gonna pop.
Yeah. Even in photography, 3 is an important number to keep in mind too. You can have the foreground, the midground, and then the background objects that you have to keep in mind too. You don't want to keep, if you threw a horizontal, like if you threw a horizon right in the middle, that's tricky because it kind of throws,
kills the composition.
It kills the third of the composition. And so it makes it unappealing to look at.
Yeah. It's like, it's
That's
almost
really
like God
interesting.
designed humans to have this like instinct to recognize good math in normal things.
That's
not
good.
in just like numbers on a piece of paper, but in like life.
Yeah.
You're built to recognize good math.
But I would say it's super rare that you actually get a person that's able to actually understand the math that goes into those concepts.
Right. That's rare.
Where people can perform it intuitively.
Yep, intuitively. Yeah.
But to understand what's going on,
Yeah.
I bet there's
That's another level and discipline. Oh yeah, for sure.
Very few people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Gifted
It's
people.
crazy.
Cool.
Smarty pants.
Savants, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Actually, savant syndrome is a super interesting topic as well. But
Yeah.
maybe we should get started.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
22 minutes
Yeah,
down.
that's interesting.
Maybe we could release this as bonus content. I don't know.
That's a great idea.
I mean, we just had an improv conversation on art and
Math
Music.
math.
and
Math.
music
Yeah. And hoops.
Well, bonus up.
and Louis Armstrong.
Send us a message at feedback@shadowcastradio.com.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Check us out at shadowcastradio.com.